Hello, this is Arnold. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Live to Empower. Just a little bit background information. In today's world, the society has come to be divided into various economic categories. We have the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. Certain things remain true though. One is we're all humans, and we basically breathe the same oxygen. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all walk on the surface of this earth. And the upper class need the middle class, and even the lower class. So does the lower class need the middle class and the upper class. And no one applied to be born rich or poor. And the privileges one has at birth and in life determines who becomes rich and who becomes poor. Yes, other factors like working hard and creating the privileges also determines who becomes rich and who becomes poor. But one thing to note is that for most of those who are rich, the self thing, the me, the I, seems to be playing a bigger role in those people remaining rich and continue to accumulate all that there is for them to accumulate. I don't have a problem with being rich. Don't mistake me. So, case in point is an article from Vox.com. The title was, "Are 26 billionaires worth more than half the planet?" The debate explained. And looking deeper on the article, I noticed it said that the 26 richest people on Earth in 2018 had the same net worth as the poorest half of the world's population, some 3.8 billion people. So, per these statistics, in 2018, the 26 richest people had what was being held by 38.3 billion people combined. In a perfect world, those 26 people would share their wealth with the other 3.8 billion people so as to uplift their economic status. But that's not the case. I did make a couple of observations. One is that during economic downtowns, the rich are known to grow richer, while the poor are known to grow poorer. Number two is that in some developed countries, government policies tend to favor the rich who influence formulation of such policies. Three, the rich to some extent hold their status because of the existence of the poor. The rich own the money-making machines while the poor work those machines. Fourth observation is that in some parts of the world, it is not so hard to come across something to eat, while in other parts of the world, we have heard of people dying of hunger. Five is that in some parts of the world, what is considered normal might not be normal in the other part of the world. One simple thing is water coming out of a faucet. That might be normal in some parts of the world, but in some parts of the world, water coming out of the faucet might not be a normal thing because the faucets are always dry. And the sixth thing is that in some parts of the world, students have to walk long distances to school. And the next thing is that, seventh point is that in some parts of the world, all some families have known for generations and generations is poverty. And that's normal to them. And all that they strive for is just to be able to put the next meal on the table. That's all they strive for. And the last thing is that in some parts of the world, giving birth to a girl child cannot be considered a good thing simply because the family that gives birth to the girl child might not have the dowry to pay when the time for the girl to be married comes, and therefore, if in case they give birth to a girl child, they might eradicate that girl child because they might not be able to afford the dowry. Question then is, how then can you live to empower? How then can you live to empower? That's something I ask myself. And I think that if you have some good information that you have come across and you know someone who can benefit from that information, I think the best thing would be to share it with those people or with that person. And the other thing is that if you're a successful businessman or a professional, then mentoring others who are striving to attain what you have attained would be a good thing to do. And the third thing is not allowing your personal growth or success to rest in the hands of the government, an institution, or a fellow human being. Take charge of your own personal growth. The other thing is that it's good to always send positive vibes the way of people who are doing good, complimenting others, encouraging them, sending them positive vibes. I think that's a good thing to do. And the other thing is supporting the causes that you believe in and supporting those who you believe in. One thing is with the recent Black Lives Matter uprising is that in addition to them speaking against the evil that was done on the people of color, I think it's good for them now to move on to the next step, which is empowering their own. Other communities are doing the same, so I don't see what's wrong with people of color doing the same. And the last thing is that we all have something that we can give, and we all have a way that we can empower others. If only we take time and look deep down and determine what that is. So with that, I come to the end of this video. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.